With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This NFL rivalry series has been a popular one, and it continues here. Jets and Patriots underway on a Thursday night. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A great matchup here in the Northeast. We know about the New York-Boston rivalries in other sports, and this one just as heated. It goes back all the way to the AFL days in the 60s. Plus, you might recall it was a Jets-Patriots game in 01 that introduced Tom Brady to the NFL world as he took over for an injured Drew Bledsoe. And the rest, as they say, is history. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And that is incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Folks' kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
A quick hitter complete. It's Douglas. And he's stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing here is May. And pass complete. Here's Butte with it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On the handoff, Stevenson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Back to Stevenson on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
From the gun on third down is May. Touchdown, Patriots! From 17 yards out. And the Patriots have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On play action, Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. In motion, the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Let's take it inside his own 40. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And past the 35 will be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They go play action now. May gets this complete to Butte. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
22 more yards. That's another Patriots 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Stevenson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Douglas, the man in motion. To throw, it's May. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Hunter Henry from 4 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jets 3.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And the Jets, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Second and 10. To throw is Fields. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Down inside the 40.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Oh, that is incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Fields now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets are back within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And now out come the Patriots.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Short pass caught by Henry. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll throw with May.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Jermaine Johnson
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carping them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12.
From the shotgun, it's May.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Deep for the Jets, Isaiah Davis.
Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And the Jets set to take the field. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Back to throw, Fields.
Now a run here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Harold Landry. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Now it's Fields.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
Complete to Brees Hall. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 3rd and 12. Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Jets, 1st down. A gain of 21 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he'll find Hall. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
One more time with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Full connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here first and 10.
Looking to throw. May.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They'll throw now on the final play. It's a room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway.
A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
That's another Patriots first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is well here to start the second half.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. Here's May. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Stevenson. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
To the air, May.
Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Keyshawn Butte, 41 yards. And the Patriots take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Borregales now for the extra point.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Fields. Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Fields.
He'll give this to Lazard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
That's another Jets first down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And Lazard's got it again.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Hall.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a hole to avoid the contact.
A gain of 10 yards.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Jets have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Patriots 21.
That time a 9-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. New England's offense set to go.
They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
On play action, May.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Throwing here is May.
He finds Douglas complete. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. So 8 yards on the completion there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 46, here's 2nd and a couple.
Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
From the 50, here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's another Jets first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Caleb Chason, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Fields. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Well, he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Another Jets first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Hall.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Fields.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This to swell the lead to 6.
Folk's kick is good.
And that will add 3 more to their lead and pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
To throw, it's May.
Open man, the tight end, Henry. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw.
They set up the screen for Stevenson.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The tight end, Henry, here in motion.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
It's 3rd and 11.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
Well, I don't want to overlook the touchdown because that was huge. That ties the game. But you know where I'm going, don't you?
Need the PAT, and then you need to stop on defense.
Yeah, in a big way. The guy kicking the ball through the posts, that's where all the spotlight shifts to now.
critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. This is 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. Pass complete to Taylor.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Now Fields. Now he's going to step up and run.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. And this one into the hands of Mechie.
And a well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Party got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 1st down. Here's Fields. He gets this one to Mechie.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.